Palworld makes a deal with Sony, but not in the way you think. What's up? I'm DBFig, and this is Double Jump News. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for being awesome. In some very interesting business news, it was announced just a couple minutes ago that Palworld has signed a deal with Sony. The thing is, a lot of people get a knee-jerk reaction and think, oh, Palworld is coming to PlayStation. It is not a video game based deal. Well, kind of. Not a video game based deal. What I mean is that Palworld has decided to finally expand their reach beyond their indie project, which is Palworld themselves. Palworld and the company behind it is honestly just like a indie company that blew up. So now that they have more resources, obviously because Palworld was such a massive success, now that they have more employees, but they're still keeping their overall company very small, they decided to take the next big step, and that is marketing. That is making merchandise. That is possible animes in the future. So they linked up with Sony Entertainment Division to make this happen. And if you don't know, Sony pretty much owns Crunchyroll, which is the #1 hub for watching anime, which of course, other than the, sail the seas versions of watching anime out there, but for the most part, the most official way to watch anime overseas is via Crunchyroll for right now. Also, Sony is one of the largest media outlets in the world. So when it comes to merchandising, making toys, you name it, Sony is a great partner to work with. And since both the Palworld company and Sony are both in Japan, it makes a lot of sense for those two to link up. But also another big change is that the company has officially just called themselves Palworld Entertainment. So they actually formed a division of their company and just called it Palworld Entertainment. Kind of like how there's the Pokemon company, now there's Palworld Entertainment, which tells me that they see, or at least Sony sees in this deal, how to make Palworld into the next marketing juggernaut. So even if Palworld never makes their way to Sony, which to be very honest, I feel at some point you're going to see Palworld on the PlayStation, but at least in the time being, even if Sony can't make the money off the video game directly, they can make a ton of money on selling merchandise, toys, plushies, stickers, anime, music, videos, whatever related to Palworld, and make up probably as much, if not more money in the long run. Yes, Palworld has cooled down a lot, but even the guys who made Palworld straight out said they never ever wanted Palworld to be this monster of a game. They wanted to keep it more indie focused. So this is, I believe, their first step on trying to really expand the market, and more likely just trying to slow things down. In the world of business, you have to understand that even if you have a massive hit, you know that the highest of the high isn't going to stay that high forever. And sometimes you have to take a step back, kind of set the groundwork, and then build up from there. They believe that Palworld is still going to grow. The latest update from Palworld came out, and if you look at the Steam DB chart, which tracks all the players, Palworld is already up in the hundreds of thousands of players again. So it's working. There is an audience for it. And as the game grows, and now that the company has more foundation on what they want to do, and probably will be better at turning around updates and expansions over time, Palworld is only going to grow. And especially now, if they're working with Sony, and let's say a year from now, we get like an anime for Palworld in one way or another. Well, that's just going to grow their name, that's going to grow their properties, and overall is going to make Palworld a stronger media group overall. So I think this is a very smart move on the business side of things for Palworld and Sony. But what do you think about all this? Are you excited to see what comes out from this project? As always, thank you for being awesome.